How to get over a relationship the red pill way. Okay, this is going to be a deep subject. I'm going to talk probably for about a half an hour. Basically just spill a lot of knowledge onto you from a lot of experience. And guys who are older, guys who have already taken the red pill will probably agree with a lot of this. I'm not going to hype up a lot of MGTOW ideology as far as like walking away and things like that. I'm only going to prepare you with knowledge and truth and information from a red pill perspective. And basically my goal with this talk is to equip you on how to survive in this gynocentric world, how to survive a breakup, how to get over a breakup, how to get past the pain there, and just talk all about that. Okay, so get ready, let's start. So first and foremost, I would say that this world is not what you think it is. Okay, the way this world is set up, the way everything is run is basically money centric. Okay, so everything is money, period. Everything about this life, everything about this world that we live in is all about money. All right, first and foremost, many of us grew up sort of naive, very naive to the world and how it works. Okay, now in my earlier videos, when I first started making videos way back 2014, 2015, I talked a lot about the Industrial Revolution, because that was probably the biggest turning point in human history, one of the biggest turning points in human history. Obviously, you know, there's the printing press, the automobile, the airplane, you know, boats, right? All these things are big turning points that massively changed the world. As a man, it's important to be smart. It's important to be wise. It's important to know things like that because they shape our world. Unfortunately, so many people just don't have time to learn anything, don't have time for wisdom, don't have time to ask why things work the way they do. There's so much in the matrix. There's so much, you know, blinded by their necessity to survive and to do their part in pushing the cog of this wheel forward, which is society, which is the economy, right? Which is the God, the almighty dollar, right? They're so focused on that they don't have time. They don't have time to learn anything. Well, we should learn something. Why is the Industrial Revolution important? The Industrial Revolution is important because it changed the way we live. Economy became a big thing, whereas before it was just survival. People wanted to survive past 45. Hopefully. What was important then? What was important then was skills. Yes, learning a trade, but also, could you build a house? Could you grow some corn? Could you figure out how to make bread? Right? If you could do that, you could survive. If you could hunt, you could survive and you could make a good life. That's all you needed. Now, we got to work, right? You see, there's a difference. Back then, you had some skills. You learned how to hunt. You killed yourself some animals. You skinned the animals. You prepared the meat, cooked the meat, and you survived. And you grew some vegetables. So you had somewhat of a variety of nutrients. And you survived. Nowadays, we trade all that in order to have all the great things that we enjoy, which is nice. It's nice having multivitamins, so we don't need to eat a plethora of vegetables necessarily, although it's great if you did, because there's a lot more than just vitamins in our food that really helps us and keeps us healthy. You know, it's good to learn about that as well as a man, as a red pill man. Okay, it's good to do that. But now we trade all that in we trade all those skills and etc. in for the convenience of having everything at our doorstep a click away. And there's a lot of caveats there. There's a lot of, you know, fine print. And one of the biggest things is that, hey, you got to wake up every morning and go give a 30-year day to this economy, right? Why do I mention that in terms of a breakup? Why does that matter in terms of a breakup? Because I'm laying the foundation for the way women think, okay? The way women are, essentially, is that men need to provide. Men need to bring to the table money, etc. Now, there's two phases that women go through. The first phase is this really open, free love phase, probably around college, when she's like, okay, it's time for me to go out and fuck some guys. It's time for me to go out and ride the cock carousel. I'm gonna have fun. And she don't care about money then, although she kind of does, but she's a lot more open-minded. This is why women will oftentimes get knocked up by bad boys who don't have good jobs or whatever, because they're in that phase and they're not being comfortable, or they're not being careful. A lot of times, 9 times out of 10, probably they don't even use condoms. They don't even require condoms. I've been down that road, man. I've been with those kind of girls, okay? And yes, that is a kind of girl. If she's raised right, then chances are that she'll have a lot less proclivity towards that phase. But it doesn't matter if she's raised right or not, because it's just the way things are, okay? So once society gets a hold of your little girl, she ain't going to be nice little girl no more. She's going to be doing porn. She's going to be doing cam girl shit, which is why God help you if you have a daughter, because I could never. And I mean, the percentage and chances that she's not going to be a skank, boy, pretty low. I mean, it's just not viable, not realistic. There's so many opportunities, and women have a sex drive. Women like dick. Women like sex just as much as guys, if not more. They have more access to it. The difference is in how they choose. That's all. A guy could easily sleep with, 90% of women. A woman is only going to sleep with the top 10% of guys, and that's just the way it is. So most guys, take what we can get. Women take the best that they can get. That's what hypergamy is. That's the difference between men and women in the sexual market. Bing, bang, boom, right? We all know this, us red pill guys. We know this. This is the ABC 1, 2, 3, 101, chapter 1 bullshit, right? But because of these two phases, she is going to be in a slut phase. She's going to go through the carousel phase, right? And during that time, what you make, how much money you make, etc., is not that. It's not that important. It's not as important as how cool you are, how you make her feel, how you dress, how much of a bad boy you are. Those things are important during that time. Okay, more important than your money. Now, once she gets out of that phase, she hits 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. She's like, okay, I need to have a baby. I had fun, rode a lot of dicks, sucked a lot of dicks. It was fun, but now I want a baby and I need a provider, right? So the reason why I talk about the Industrial Revolution, the reason why I talk about the change in the economy is because it behooves us to understand that this is the world that we live in today. As men, I believe that our genes and our biology potentially haven't quite caught up. We are still caught up in this, I gotta be strong, I gotta be, physical, things like that. Not necessarily matter. What matters is how much you pay the mortgage. What matters is how much you pay your bills. That matters as far as keeping a woman around. Now, if you want to get physical, you want to hit the gym, etc., yeah, that might get you laid, but it's not going to keep a woman around. So if you're going through a breakup, you got to understand the red pill. You got to understand the fact that, women have different nature than us. Women don't love unconditionally. They love opportunistically. Okay, she wants the best nest. She wants the best fit. She wants the guy with the most money that she can get. So with that said, there's a couple things you can do. Okay, so first of all, if we're coming at this from an angle of, getting over a breakup, you're in a good place to be hearing this, because if you're trying to get over a breakup, taking the red pill is one of the best things you can do, because it tells you that it's not necessarily your fault. Female nature, like Rollo Tomassi says, hypergamy doesn't care. Hypergamy doesn't care about how idealistically you love, how much you love her. Idealistically doesn't care how much you sacrifice for her. Hypergamy doesn't care how much you sacrifice for her. Hypergamy doesn't care, how deeply you love her, how undying your love is for her, things like that. Hypergamy doesn't give a crap. Hypergamy is saying, I need money now, and if I don't get money, then that's it. If I need to leave, I'm going to leave. I need a guy who can take care of me. I need a guy who's a steady earner, and that's it. And if I can't get that, I'm gone. Okay, that's hypergamy. So why is that good for a guy who has just gone through a breakup? Because when you understand that, and 9 times out of 10, that's why. 9 times out of 10, she can get somebody better. 9 times out of 10, and even if these guys say, oh, I should have treated her better, this, that, they always make it out like that. Women always make it out like, oh, you're not treating me right. You don't do this for me. You don't take me on dates. You don't do that. Believe me, I've heard it. I've heard it all. And that's what they do, because when they first get into a relationship with you, it's usually because, hey, this guy, he's tall, he dresses good, he's a cool guy, I think I want to fuck this guy. He's probably got some good dick, and she's chasing you. And then once you give her that good dick, then she's all enamored with you. That is, if she's not just your average everyday slut, then it's like whatever. It's like you wouldn't even want to date that girl. But, when you're dating a girl, it's usually because, she wants that dick. You give it to her, she gets sprung. She wants more of the dick. She thinks she likes you, but really she's just, enamored by the fact that you're not a nice guy. You're not all, you're a cool guy, and you have some value, etc. So when she gets past that phase, then it's about, what's this guy doing for me? What can I get better? Then it becomes like a car dealership. Then it becomes like, you know what? I think I can get a better car. This guy, he's cool, but this guy over here, he's got better options. This is a better car. And that's how women look at relationships. Believe me, it's not about, oh, I love him, he's so sweet, he's so special. It's, what's the best car I can get for how much money I have? What's the best I can get? That's how women view relationships. So, hey man, she broke up with you, whatever. She's gonna try, and this is how fucked up and cruel female nature is. She's gonna try to make it out like, you didn't do this for me, you didn't do that for me, you're a jerk this way, and she does that so she can excuse breaking up with you, when the real reason is she's just hypergamous. That's it. She's just hypergamous. She just wants something better. That's all. So in a sense, in a very real and freeing sense, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. Okay, maybe you were somewhat of a jerk. Maybe this, that, and the third, right? But I guarantee you, 9 times out of 10, that's why she wanted to fuck you. Because you were a jerk. That's why she wanted to fuck you, because you were the cool guy. That's why she wanted to fuck you, because you had that cool Nike sweater, and you had your little shoes, and you were the cool guy walking down the hall, and that's why she wanted to fuck you. Okay? And then, yeah, I didn't take her out enough. I didn't do this, I didn't do that. No, that's not why she broke up with you. She broke up with you because there's a college dude who's got a nice ass car and a leather jacket and some black boots that she wants to fuck. And she wants to chase him now. That's why she broke up with you. Women are natural homie hoppers. Women are natural upgrade machines. They're always trying to upgrade. This is why I live in this neighborhood. I walk around and make these videos in this neighborhood, and I see these nice cars and these nice houses, and I'm like, yeah, that's what's keeping the woman there. There's a woman in there. You want to know why she's in there? Because it's a nice house. You want to know why she's in there? Because the guy who pays the mortgage has nice cars. That's why she's in there. That's the best she could do. Now, yes, there is an element of I love this guy. Yes, there is an element of I'm choosing this guy. Yes, there is that element. Okay, when you go to the car dealership, you have a certain level of money. So you have a little bit of a leeway. You could choose this model. That's in your price range. Or you could choose that other model, which is in your price range. So you do have somewhat of a choice within your price range. But again, you have a price range. See my point? So yes, women have choice, and women do choose men. They will choose Robert over Vincent because Robert smells better and his hair is nicer and they like his smile, and then they'll try to act like he's all unique and woo woo woo, and this is why I love Robert and I chose Robert. But when you take that stuff away, you realize the real reason she chose Robert is because Robert has a $100,000 job, $100,000 a year job. So does Vincent. So it was between Robert and Vincent. Vincent had a $100,000 job. Robert had a $100,000 job. She chose Robert because Robert smelled better. She liked the way he smelled. She liked the way he dressed a little better. He had a more amiable personality. He was a little bit more similar to her in certain things. So that's why she chose Robert. See my point? It's the same as choosing a car. Well, I want this black car right here. But you know what? It's a 4-door and I want a 2-door. This red car, not really my favorite color, but you want to know what? It's 2-door. It's got better gas mileage. I like these tires. The seat is really comfortable. All right, I'll go with the red car, even though I don't really like red. Not the best analogy because you can just change the colors, but you see my point? There is a choice, but it's always in that same price range. If she dumps you and goes to some other guy, it's because she feels that other guy has more value than you. She feels that you're a lower value, you're a lower price range, and she can get a higher price range. She understands that there's a cap on her price range. She can't get the McLarens. She can't get the Ferraris, but she might be able to get a Mercedes. You see my point? She can't get the extra high class guy, but she might be able to get a middle high class guy. See? And you're not even in the middle high class. You're a lower class for whatever reason. So many guys, now I'm going to stop you right there, because what many guys will do right there is they'll go, oh, I need to get better. I need to get to that higher class. Woo. And it's like, now on the one hand, I'm not going to discourage you from upgrading yourself. I'm not going to say you shouldn't dress nicer. I'm not going to say you shouldn't get in better shape. I'm not going to say you shouldn't improve your finances. I'm not going to say that you shouldn't take every step you can to make yourself more valuable inwardly and outwardly, because you should as a human being.